What is up, everybody? Welcome back to Geeks Around. I'm your executive producer, Deanna Jackson. We are, of course, here to talk about the latest episode of Game of Thrones, episode 407, Mockingbird. We are coming up really fast on the ending of this thing. It's going to be fun to see how this thing all shakes out. Let's introduce the rest of the panel. Producer and lead host, Matt Moore. What's up, man?
Not much. I really enjoyed this episode. It was really good. There are a couple nice surprises in it. And, I really enjoyed it.
Yeah, I think I got a kick out of it as well. Associate host Todd Grundle, what did you think of it?
Everything Matt said.
Well, short, sweet, to the point. It's like it's easy. Wait a second, you agree with us? Oh, God, that no good can ever come from that. Community manager Knuckles Goldberg, what's going on?
I think Todd just made a great point.
Now, for those of you watching, somewhere floating around his place somewhere is Isaiah. We don't see him sitting at his computer right now, so when he gets here, he gets here. So I guess with the craziness, we'll just have to wait for him to go ahead and show up. But yeah, it's like I did think that this was a fairly strong episode. I was really, really happy with how it played out.
Yeah, it was seriously, there were at least a couple moments where it's just like, oh, hell yeah. Like there was a certain character that I've never rooted for before, but you better believe I was rooting for him today. It was good.
Yeah, definitely. I guess we'll go ahead and kick things off with the events of King's Landing. It's like, oh man, poor Tyrion. This is just not a really good time in the life of Tyrion Lannister. I mean, it's like his main thing is like he wanted his brother to be the one to fight for him, given that he wasn't there to fight for him the first time around, and he learns, along with I guess the rest of us, we learned that Jaime Lannister is like I had hopes for him, learning how to fight with his left hand, but that does not appear to have occurred.
Yeah, and that wasn't it. Is his second choice wasn't all too keen to fight for him either.
Yeah, but I'm gonna go ahead and marry him a noble woman. Yeah, but
I had hoped, even though his whole thing with Tyrion was based on the fact that neither one of them were loyal to each other, because it was about the money, that he would still, in the long run, still show loyalty, but apparently not.
Oh, well, at least Tyrion seemed to be fairly understanding of that.
Yeah.
Because, let's be fair, it's like he knew who Bronn was when he met him.
That's why he saved him the first time.
Exactly. So looks like that loyal partnership is coming to an end, which is kind of sad because the two of them together always made me laugh.
Yeah. It really was. It was like the pervert and the little pervert.
Basically. Bound together by a love of getting money and fucking bitches.
Yeah, basically. That needs to be like there needs to be like a Bronn and Tyrion like 70s buddy cop TV show where they're like driving around in like an old Chevelle and like, yeah, I think that would be awesome.
I could totally see that. The brains and the brawn. Yeah, dude, yeah, just do like a whole Miami Vice remake with fucking Tyrion and Bronn. That should be epic, dude. And if they ever did that, I swear we'd do Geeks Around discussions for it, because how is that not going to be awesome?
Yeah.
Todd, what do you think? You kind of quiet over there.
You guys are saying it all. I've got no objections. But you know what? I do have an observation. Speaking of brains, I was thinking. I thought it was a little bit of a. I always wondered why Tywin, the grandfather, people of power and like that kind of ultimate riches, they would value a brain. So it always, I find it a little odd that he completely hates his son and doesn't see the value. Even if he saw his son as a monster who killed his wife, I would think he would still, from a strategic point, see the value in his brain.
That's just it. I don't think Tywin actually sees Tyrion as smarter than he is. Like I think he believes that Tyrion is smart, But I think as far as Tywin sees it, he's too smart for his own good. And yeah.
I think also just in general, he's more embarrassed of him being a dwarf than he is proud of him for being intelligent.
Yeah, that seems to be more to the point. I mean, it's like the killing of the wife thing. Perhaps that's something that with time that he could get past, but the fact that it's like, I mean, particularly compared to someone like Jamie, Jamie's is just this big dude, handsome, suave, good with a sword, and then as your other son, you've got Tyrion.
Right. Yeah, so his pride, essentially, it's his pride that's his downfall, I guess.
Yeah,
I was really hoping to see. Obviously, we wouldn't have seen this episode, but I was really hoping to see the Mountain versus this guy who barely reaches the Mountain's calves.
Right. And Mountain's a very scary guy. He's really scary.
Yeah, it's like, I mean, we saw in this episode the Mountain was taking on, full-size dudes, and that wasn't going too well for the full-size dudes. Because even a full-size dude is still like half-size compared to the Mountain.
Right. Yeah, but that's full-size. The Mountain is not used to aiming at the ground. He's used to aiming, like, at his chest. like actually being able to attack that low is going to be difficult.
Right.
And he's killed a fair amount of babies in his time. I'm sure he'd be fine.
No, I'm just imagining. I was just imagining during that entire conversation, just Tyrion literally running between his legs, hamstringing him from behind, and then like just stabbing him through the back.
Yeah,
that would be interesting.
That's exactly what I saw.
Like it would be like midget wrestling in Mexico.
Hey, there you go. Knuckles now.
Running under his legs and swinging like a mace or something, and beating him in the dick. And
yeah, that'd be so awesome fight. But sadly, we won't see that.
Another thing that I kind of wished for is that there was some way that the Hound could have gone back, specifically, so it could have been the Hound versus the Mountain.
Yeah, I think that'd be more better too, because the Hound does hate his brother very much so, and we know why.
Yeah, and in this episode we found that out. I was like, we'll talk about that a little bit later because I actually really like that scene.
And that just gave me a wild speculation. I'm gonna write this one down.
Yeah, go ahead, jot it down.
Hey, about that scene before we go on, it actually showed Cersei as being really cold-blooded. The way she walked right through the guts of the man, no concern for her fancy shoes. She just stomped right in his guts. Yeah,
but we know that she's a cold-hearted bitch. It's like, I mean, it was kind of fucked up when Prince Oberyn finally came in and he was talking to Tyrion, telling him the story about how when he first met Tyrion. Basically, his sister was a cold-blooded bitch. You wanted him dead even back then.
Yeah, it was like,
that was a pretty intense story.
Yeah. And you could see it's like even though Tyrion hates his sister, you could tell that just how much more sad that made him.
Yeah, that was heartbreaking.
Just to learn that not only his sister, as a grown up and whatnot, it's like, I mean, he can deal with this, but knowing that that's always the way it's been, even when he was too young to defend himself, that's kind of fucked up.
What's really fucked up is hearing that Cersei like pinched his penis.
Yeah,
that was a little messed up.
That was kind of funny too. That was kind of funny, sadly.
That was not funny.
That was not funny. Just
I know it wasn't funny, but I found it a little funny, okay?
Hearing Matt say pinch his penis is funny, but that part was not funny.
Yeah.
It wasn't the last Lannister penis she touched, though.
It wasn't, hey, it ain't the first, it's not that she hasn't touched her brother's penis before. Ha ha!
Well, probably not that soon, so.
Didn't he say, like, his teeny, tiny pink penis? Isn't that how he described it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So maybe it was a little funny, but in the moment, no, not at all. That was such a scene.
Yeah. For a second, it was funny, and then a second, very quick, it got very sad. Like that.
And that acting,
really sad.
That Peter Dinklage acting, top notch.
Yeah.
Yeah. His reaction to that, I mean, the nuances in his facial expressions were just amazing.
I don't know if you guys have ever seen that show on Hulu. It's called The Booth at the End, where just like people just come and talk to this guy.
No,
Yeah.
we've never seen that.
Like you can have a show like that just about Tyrion. Just people come and talk to Tyrion.
Dude, that'd be cool.
Yeah, I'll pay money to see that.
Definitely.
But here's my thought: is exactly like what's going to happen if Tyrion wins? He's not going to be able to stay in King's Landing.
Oh, fuck
No,
no.
he's not. He's gonna be exiled.
What is the best thing he could possibly accomplish with this trial by combat?
Well,
He can
Prove his
leave King
father's
Landing
wrong.
with his life and not have to go to the wall.
right. Well, actually, he's defying his father, so it's like proving again that he can defy his own father. Like a big laugh to him, like the last joke, really.
That's just it. Is while he would leave King's Landing with his life, how much longer do you think he would live? I mean, because he would be 100 man even if it weren't official.
That's a
Right.
good point.
No,
I don't know. I just
You
don't
disagree
know.
because you've read the books, and I've actually read
No.
what you've read.
No, because that's a completely different scenario.
Oh, okay. But yeah,
it's like-
I mean, we'll see.
Yeah,
Yep.
we'll definitely see. It's like at this point you've got Prince Oberyn who's volunteering to fight for Tyrion. Well, not necessarily fight for Tyrion as much as settle his own dispute with the Mountain.
Yeah, and plus it made perfect sense too. It was like really, really good. Like, okay, yeah, it makes because he killed his sister.
Sanction
and,
agreement.
Basically.
Yeah.
I think it's
So I think it was
genuinely
more-
for both. I think like he has equal. Like I think he's doing it as much for himself as he is for, or as much for Tyrion as he is for himself. I think.
Right. And plus, he has more.
Pretty much all for himself.
And plus, he's more honorable too. Everyone.
Go ahead, Isaiah. I didn't mean to interrupt. Go ahead, now.
Oh, you go ahead. Sorry.
No, I was just about to bring it around to my new favorite odd couple, Brienne and Podrick.
Oh yes.
Because seeing them together is like at this point just tickles me.
Yeah, she was actually
I love
being
that
kind of
scene.
nice to him for a little bit there.
Yeah, it's like actually it's like I'd say she was being nice to him was like for like the entirety of their scene together. It's like I mean she seems to have it's like because it like in last week's episode it's like she had very clearly gone to the Jaime Lannister school of being a roadside companion, as in she was being a just complete and total bitch. But in this one,
Right.
it's like, I mean, she was still, she was being a little bit sarcastic and kind of picking with him, but it didn't seem to be as as purely cruel as it was last week. It's like at this point they seem to have kind of have their relationship kind of down pat.
Right.
And I
And
got
like, it was really cool, clever dialogue between those two. Like, how they said like you shouldn't mention any of the Starks. However, she was kind of right. Like, hey, at least you got somewhere. Yeah, that's true too.
we were skipping ahead a bit. It's like because
Yeah.
it all depends on who you talk to. It's like out of all the taverns in the entire Seven Kingdoms, they had to go to the one that Hot Pie worked at.
Oh god, they got so lucky with that too. It was like that was luck.
I was surprised Brienne didn't stab him when he was going on for like the 4th minute about kidney pie.
I know.
Hey,
I mean,
did you shut the fuck up?
Can't forget about the gravy.
Oh yeah, you can't forget the gravy.
And I said, dude, shut
Everyone
the
gives
fuck
up
up.
on the gravy. You can't give up on the gravy.
Yeah, never give up on the gravy.
But it looked good though. It did look good. It did
I
look
think
good.
Brienne wouldn't have been enjoying the kidney pie so much. She might have actually had to do something about that. And I admit, it's like I actually was surprised at how quickly she just kind of came out with the truth. You know, hey, we're looking for Sansa. Blah 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 blah. I was like, I kind of agree with what Patrick was saying a little bit later on. It's like, I mean, yes, in this circumstance, it worked out well, but this isn't something you can just be saying to any old body.
Right.
I agree.
It's very sacred.
I don't know. I mean, she was in an inn. She already knew that there weren't any strong threats in the inn. I mean, it may not be the wisest thing, but it's probably not the stupidest thing either.
Not the
It's like
pure
saying
stupidest thing,
Baltimore.
but it's like she's still very much in Lannister territory, and
Right.
the Lannisters who are not named Jaime or Tyrion would more likely not very much like to see Sansa Stark return to King's Landing so that she too can be very, very dead.
Yeah, they said, fuck her. She can die somewhere.
Because as far as they're concerned, it was Sansa and Tyrion that were directly responsible for Joffrey's death. Completely wrong, perhaps, but they don't give a
Right.
shit.
Right. Like, we don't fucking care.
They just want blood, particularly Cersei. Cersei's on the warpath.
She doesn't care.
If she even gets if she feels a disturbance in the Force that tells her that Sansa's around, Sansa's going to be in a whole hell of a lot of trouble.
Yeah. Hey, Force. Something's disturbing in the Force. She must be alive. I can feel it.
Right. So, my point is that it's like by going around and telling everyone exactly who she's looking for and whatnot, if she tells that to the wrong person who's too loyal to the Lannisters, no good can come of that. I mean, she got lucky this time with Hot Pie, and the only reason she got lucky with Hot Pie is because of something she completely couldn't have known, and that was the fact that this was a friend of Arya Stark. She couldn't have known that. She didn't know that. Hell, as far as everyone was concerned, Arya's dead.
Yeah.
Right.
So she got lucky.
And Arya's dead and did not work directly for Tywin.
Yeah, that totally didn't happen. At least as far as Tywin knows, it totally didn't happen.
Yeah, she's in the dark behind her.
I want at some point Tywin to make the realization that Arya was right under his nose. Like,
Right.
Knuckles, can you do me a favor? Throw me in the chat whether or not Tywin ever figures that out.
And I shall close the chat. And you know what? This isn't my wild speculation, but I think
No, I'm not going to do that.
I think maybe he'll kill. Maybe she'll kill him because she's got to have someone left to kill. She's running out she's running out of people, and
She's not running out of people.
No, she's not. She's
That's
got a
a
lot
lot.
of
well, people that are really important. You know,
Is Tywin not
Well-
on her list?
he is. He's on her list.
Yes, he is. He is.
There you go.
But
Yeah,
I mean,
it's-
Joffrey was on her list, and we didn't get to see Joffrey. I mean, she didn't get to kill Joffrey.
I was going to say something about you, Todd. You actually look better.
Thank
Yes,
you.
you do.
Thank you.
You're like a manatee.
A manatee. Okay.
All right.
Isaiah would not know a manatee if one raped him.
Hey, now, I almost got right by a manatee, so thank you very
Once.
much.
Once.
No, Isaiah, that was consensual, you dumbass. Consensual
Right,
doesn't
to give
count
you
as
a
a rape.
Your roofie. It was like, oh,
Eh.
it's all over now.
And the manatee was 17 in New York. James Franco rules.
Yeah, totally.
True.
But it's like after making this realization, it's like Brienne and Podrick decide to go to the Vale, which oddly enough is exactly where Sansa is. So that should be interesting. It's like, well,
And that's something I wanted to. I was going to say earlier, but I was waiting until we got to this point. This is the first time in which Podrick is actually really truly being useful, and she's actually recognizing that he's being useful. Other than helping her take off her armor, that was the only other time he was useful. But
And cook.
he's starting to be like, you know what, like, okay, even though you're not 100% sure, let's go with your plan.
mm-hmm. Yeah, because everything he said is like, I mean, even if you didn't know what he was talking about, it made sense.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, I mean, he when he was saying it, it's like he didn't say it like hesitantly, like, well, you know, maybe. It's like, I mean, there was some authority as he was talking about all this, and I think Brienne recognized that.
It was almost like she was talking to Tyrion himself. Like that's how developed his knowledge on the subject was.
I wonder why
Right.
Jaime Lannister didn't maybe give her a few hints before she set off to possible relatives or places she might go. She's like, so long, see ya. Here's a sword.
Yeah, but here's a sword, a really cool set of armor, and a squire. It's like, I mean, hell, after that, figure the shit out for yourself. How much shit I gotta do? I gotta go get the bitch myself? I should do that too? No, but I do understand your point, Knuckles. It's like, and I do agree. It's like, I mean, some helpful hints would have been nice. The Seven Kingdoms isn't a small place. It's not a small place whatsoever. So it's like, okay, she's about yay high, red hair, and she's a Sansa Stark, and she's somewhere vaguely north of here, possibly. Have fun with that. That's kind of fucked up now that I think about it. But again, it's like, I mean, luck is on Brienne of Tarth's side because the first place they stopped to is like they got the best lead they could ever get.
Yeah.
The only lead, really. The only
I was
single
gonna say,
lead.
like, go 3 miles down that road, you'll see a cow sign. Actually, make a right at the cow sign. Then you'll see a old couple on some rockers. She's just past that. You'll see her just half a block. Like that's practically what he did.
Yeah.
Like
Let him go past the red trees.
The only thing he could have really done better is straight up give Brienne GPS coordinates.
Yeah, exactly.
With a fucking Google Maps image view of the Vale, with a little dot on it talking about Sansa is here. I mean, honestly.
Well, not so much Sansa is here, but definitely Arya is on his way, and very possibly Sansa is there.
Oh yeah, it's like, well, obviously they don't know Sansa is there, but
yeah,
Sansa's there.
Sansa's there.
Yeah.
And even worse enough, Arya, the one they're really looking for, is not. It's like, now, granted, the Hound is on his way to taking her there, but he's been on the way taking her there for
this entire season and part of last season.
Yeah.
Right.
It's like this is not ministry. Maybe they took the scenic route, went to Disneyland first, took a couple rides on, Space Mountain or Magic Mountain or whatever the fuck it is.
That's another show I would watch.
Huh?
Yeah.
That's another show I would watch. First we have Brains and Brawn, which is the two of them in a 70s cop show. And then we have
Arya the Hound,
like an 80s sitcom, like single father and daughter type of making it through. I think that would be awesome.
That would be awesome. It's like Better Call Saul, but
I'm doing My Two Dads reboot, but the Hound kills the other dad in the first episode.
The Hound in the Mountain, My Two Dads.
All right, since we're talking about Arya and now we might as well get to that because I love the hell out of this scene, like all of it.
I did too.
Something I want to bring up when it comes to Arya, since we're getting into Arya, and it doesn't actually have to do specifically with this storyline yet, is I've actually been paying very close attention to the opening credits. And something I noticed this particular season, or at least this particular episode, for the first time this season, is we see Bravos. We've never seen Bravos in the opening credits before.
Sure. Well, it's not that we've never seen it before. We just haven't seen it for a while.
Oh, okay. So, but we haven't seen it this season.
What about when they went to the Iron Bank?
What's that?
What about when they went to the Iron Bank, Stannis and Davos?
I don't believe so. I believe this is the first one since I've been paying attention. I've been paying attention this entire season. This is the first time we've seen Bravos.
Are we skipping over the fire plot too?
We've seen the Titan of Bravos.
Yeah, I questioned that as well, and I was told that it was not the first time, but I thought it was.
Hey. I haven't seen it either. It's like, I mean, I have all the episodes. It's like, I'll go back and look at them, but it is the first time that I have distinctly seen Bravos since last season in the opening credits.
But yeah, so my thought is from what I've read about Bravos, what I've been following up is that's where Arya gets her water dancing style from, and of course that's
whoa, you're getting into book spoilers. Stop that. What are you doing? You should know better.
It's the Freeman. That's
Walking Dead.
Stop doing that.
Stop pulling a Charles. Stop pulling a Charles on us. Stop doing it. Stop.
That's first season. That's first season.
She wasn't over there first season. You're getting into things that haven't happened.
She wasn't, but her trainer was. I forget his name.
Okay.
He mentioned where he was from.
Okay.
Oh, he taught her the water dance?
Yes.
Yeah, but it's like mainly the reason we're seeing it in the open credits had more to do with Daenerys' scene.
That was so boring.
That's more specifically why you're seeing it.
Her scenes are boring. So fucking boring.
But anyways,
You're fucking boring.
Okay,
Nope.
so getting back to Arya and the Hound here.
That was my first oh my goodness scene was the end of that particular storyline.
Right.
Yeah, it's like I liked it. It was like when those dudes tried attacking the Hound, and the Hound killed the first one pretty cleanly. And the other dude is like, I mean, it was very clearly someone that Arya wouldn't mind having dead. And the Hound's like, is he on your list? Oh, no, she can't be on my list. I don't know his name. Okay, cool. What's your name? That's his name. Excellent. Bam, I'm dead.
It was like Death Note to me. It was like that was like a Death Note. Like only had to kill you, they have to know your name. So that was really cool. Like yeah, it's like Death Note for a brief second. Death Note.
And it's like it was like just instant. It's like, I mean, Arya drew her sword and killed that dude in less time than it took for me to explain what she did.
Right. She went Death Note on his ass. Went for the heart.
Yeah, instantly.
And I was all like, hell yeah.
I just looked it up, and Bravos was in the credits last week, opening credits.
Oh, I must have missed it. I might have been too drunk.
See, that's what I was told, but I didn't believe it, so I was wrong.
That's nothing new.
But even more telling was the scene after that. It's like, I mean, it was a lot of honesty coming out of the Hound.
Very powerful
as he was trying to clean that wound, and he explained to her completely and honestly and with emotion why he was scared of fire.
Right.
Well, that's just it. I think that might have been a bad idea. Is because of the fact that he's putting a lot of trust in her, because of the fact that she now knows how she's going to kill him if she ever does kill him.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but I don't really see her killing him.
I do.
She tried a week.
I hope she doesn't.
She tried. It was either last episode or the episode before.
It was last episode.
Put a sword in his chest.
Right. But
I was just gonna say, I just think the fire was a bad idea altogether because when you saw when she wiped the neck off, it was just a tiny little bite.
Yeah, but I don't think that was a bad idea. I think that was actually a smart idea because we haven't seen a Hound act. We've seen a Hound actually afraid, but we haven't seen him actually truly afraid of something so minuscule to him. It's like, oh, he's afraid of fire. I didn't know. I know why because I haven't read the books until he actually explained it. It was like, wow, that was actually really sad. So I think that worked in my favor, the person who hasn't read the book. So I think that was actually smart on their part to actually explain it. Like he was afraid of fire.
Didn't they say that in the beginning and like in the first season?
But yeah, it's like we all knew the Mountain is the one that does that. He said it, but not to someone who actively wants to kill him. Like
Right.
Right.
So Arya didn't know that.
But it still kind of showed
like,
that.
Now it was like, I mean, basically it'd be like Superman explaining to Lex Luthor that kryptonite hurts him. Okay? let me just put it that way.
No, it's like Batman telling his secret identity to Catwoman and to the Joker.
No, it's actually nothing like that. Batman has told his secret identity.
He tells everyone his secret identity.
And Batman has said his secret identity to Catwoman, so...
And the Joker.
Just stop, okay? Just stop.
What? I can't have... Okay, whatever.
Yeah, because you're messing up the analogy. It's like, the point is that the Hound explained to an enemy what his greatest weakness is and why. And Arya is like, I mean, she might end up reneging on it, maybe not, I don't know. But currently, it's like he is still very much on her list of people to kill.
Yeah, but would it be safe to say that? I mean, not fire is actually fire is his weakness, but can we say that his brother can we say that Mountain is actually his weakness because his brother treated him like shit throughout this whole childhood.
Okay, Isaiah, what's easier for Arya to use against him?
I'm just
Fire,
saying,
which he can create
I'm
at any
just
given
saying.
time, or the mountain who is in
Look,
King's
I
Landing.
can't. Hey, look, I
So
can't.
it's not like
say
she can
no.
rub two sticks together
Look, I
and make his fucking brother appear. So
Hey, but you never
that's
know.
irrelevant
But you
information.
Get a
never know.
Since she practically did.
See? So you never know. I was just asking, man. Don't cut the head off.
Isaiah might be an idiot. You never know.
Oh, trust me,
Exactly.
I know. This one I know. I know this one. I totally know this one.
Hey, but you never know. It's always a good moment, though. You love saying it, and you know you love it.
No.
Yes,
No.
you do. Yes, you do. You love it.
You're
Don't
the one
deny
who
it.
always says that.
You know you love it. You love it.
I'm gonna start making him pay $1 every time he says.
Have fun getting that dollar.
Good point. But yeah, just really great scene there. So it's like I'm looking forward to seeing more from Arya and the Hound.
Same here.
And then it's like, I mean, there were a few other things that happened in this episode that I'm going to be honest with you, I don't care about.
Me either.
I don't care about what happened at Castle Black.
I didn't like who gave a fuck.
If y'all want to discuss it, you can, I guess.
What's Castle Black?
Is that the wall?
Yeah, blue ball.
Oh, yeah. That was.
Lame.
Well, I mean, they're
Basically-
setting up. Go ahead.
They're just making it to where they're setting up for this big old war, and Jon Snow's going to warn them, and they're going to ignore them, and they're going to be practically wiped out.
They did
At
it,
least
they
that's
did,
my thought.
Yeah, they did this like last episode too. And episode before that is that they keep repeating that shit over and over. We get it. No one likes Jon Snow. We get it. Can we please move on?
Well, see, I was thinking it was the opposite, that they were setting up for a mutiny. You know, that they're going to show us a mutiny soon, and that's what these scenes seemed to be leaning towards.
Quite possibly.
Yeah, but I got tired of it real quick because that guy was just a dick. Like, we get it. You don't like Jon Snow, but you want to be such a dick. Damn.
Yeah, we get it. You never know. We get it. We're tired of hearing it.
Exactly. You see? You see what I mean?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, and then even that scene with the red bitch and that
Fire
other
priestess.
bitch.
Who cared? Who gave a fuck about her? Like, who cared?
Boobies.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was boobies.
It was just a reason to show tits.
Yeah, it's like, man, I gotta be honest. Like, I can't even discuss that scene because I wasn't paying attention.
Me either. She has a nice ass, though. She does.
Her nipples are too high.
Yeah, and I guess that's about all the discussion that deserved.
Yeah. But it was so
Oh, yeah.
boring, though. It was like, who gave a fuck? Like, who cares?
Then we have Daenerys.
Oh,
Yes.
who? That was
Yeah,
so
no.
depressing.
Oh,
Isaiah's
cool.
favorite scene.
Yeah, I know.
because in case Isaiah hasn't made it clear in the fucking 10 times he's mentioned it already, he didn't really like this scene. But I'm sure he'll mention it a few more times, so go ahead, Isaiah, get it out of your system.
No, you already said it for me, so thanks.
You know why he didn't like it is because we're not allowed to. We can't see Daenerys naked anymore.
Bingo.
Yeah, now
There
we
you
get
go.
man ass instead. What a
Exactly.
jerk.
I want to see Daenerys naked, not this asshole. Oh, you suck.
You do understand there is such a thing as DVR, where you can see all those scenes from before over again.
Yeah, but I want to see it live. I want to see it live. Like, yeah, this is awesome. Oh, that doesn't happen no more. Boo.
Don't explain to him, Deano, that he can't see. Never mind.
I've given up on explaining logic to Isaiah a long time ago.
Logic?
Don't worry about it.
What is logic? You say? You mean
Exactly.
logic?
That's kind of my point.
Is that like magic?
Exactly. You
As
never
far as
know.
Isaiah is concerned, it might as well be.
He could be Doctor Strange.
Witches!
Casting fire.
So,
Oh, sorry.
so Game of Thrones.
Yes.
Yeah, you ever see what I got to deal with?
Oh, you know
And,
you love it.
and
You love
they
it.
wonder why I don't show up on the shows I don't host. Like it's a fucking mystery.
Hey, I don't wonder why. Sometimes I don't show up for the shows I host.
This motherfucker got a police siren on his head, and what the fuck are you doing? Like, it's like I've been pretty cool about this. It's like all the shit you've been up to is like this entire show. I haven't said shit about it. What the fuck are you doing, Tom?
You just
I'm simply amusing myself.
He's part of the madhouse. That's the madhouse over there.
I'm just expressing myself creatively.
I was trying to see if I could make it this whole episode without, because every now and then it's like I glance down at the thumbnails and I'd be like, "The fuck is Todd doing?" It's like, okay, now he's got the pig's mask from Saw. Now what's this about Hulk Hogan and Jesus Christ, dude.
hey, at least he makes sense, unlike me. That's all I have to say.
No, it's actually a valid point.
This makes more sense than Isaiah. Is that what you're saying?
I cannot argue that.
See? Because you never know. Thank you, folks. I'm out.
Okay, so it's like, first off, I gotta give props to my boy Dario. He finally got him some of Daenerys. That he's wanted that for like, pretty much ever since he met Daenerys.
Yeah, and that was pretty cool. At least he finally got some, and she finally got fucking laid. Like she hasn't been laid in a while.
Yeah. I like you rubbing in people's faces like, yeah, I got some. Ooh.
She ain't been laid since Drogo died.
And that's her first time completely consensually bedding another, huh? Well, no, she did that one girl, but that was sort of coerced. I guess this would be her first, choice.
Yeah, but it was just funny to me. It's like Daenerys is like, okay, take off your clothes. Dario said, "Ding!" And I was like, I ain't even mad at you, man.
Yeah, I'm not.
I got nothing to say to that.
That was smooth.
I'd have done the exact same fucking thing. No lie.
Yeah, like, yeah, in here.
Mm-hmm. It's like, okay, done. And then it's like I cracked up laughing when he was leaving out and Sir Friendzone was coming in. And he's like, I was like, oh, you come to see our queen? Don't trust me. She's in a good mood.
Yeah, it's like, yes, I gave her that good mood.
Yeah, he didn't like that very much.
No, he did like, oh, he got that.
That motherfucker was mad.
Yeah, like, that ain't fair.
I've been trying to hit that shit since season 1. This motherfucker got here last season, changed actors, and still got it. God,
but this, it's a different actor too. It's like, he's a different actor. He still got some.
Like, man, I just got Spartacus.
Hey. Can I ask Knuckles a non-spoiler question about that, actually, now that you bring it up?
Okay.
Because they drastically changed the look from one actor to another.
Yes, I think it's a horrible miscast.
I think it is.
Which one is more accurate, the first actor or the second actor?
The first one, for sure. Because the first
didn't he
one...
have blue hair?
No, he had like blonde hair.
And or did he have a blue beard? I read somebody...
No.
Oh.
I don't think so. But I think the first actor that was doing it was much better, just because he's portraying the cocky attitude a lot more better. That's in the book.
Yeah, the personality change.
Yeah, this guy is like kind of really bland.
He is bland. He's so bland.
Yeah.
It's like Bewitched all over again.
I guess.
But yeah, I mean that was pretty cool, and I thought it was kind of awesome that she didn't get. I can't think of a better term other than dick whipped. Like she was still willing to make decisions that directly contradicted what Dario wanted to do.
Right.
Yeah, it's like I think it's awesome that she with everything that's going on, it's like she still trusts Jorah enough to even go against what she wants,
right?
Because she realizes that he has a point,
right?
Or even if it's like I'm not even sure if she thought that he had a point about the violence and just the killing and whatnot, but just that she was willing to say, you know what, we'll try it your way.
Right. Yeah. I like that too. I like that scene.
And then when it comes down to it, I mean, he was right, and his logic made sense.
Yeah. He knows about battle. He knows about everything a little bit more than her. So, yeah.
And it was something we were actually talking about a couple episodes ago, and maybe even last episode, is whether or not you're going to completely rewrite how these people live, or if you're going to let them live how they would want to. And that's just it, is she had to make that choice this particular episode. Is she had to choose whether she was just going to conquer that particular area, or let them rule themselves with new rules.
Right.
Mm.
And also, she kind of felt like she felt like a tyrant, but in a good tyrant way. It's kind of hard to say that too.
I'm totally on her side in the situation. I would agree with her guy, because it's just like, well, everything she said they did, fuck them. They don't deserve a second chance. Burn them in tar pits.
Well, that's just it. Is we got to see that not all of them have a choice. I mean, even the masters have a master.
Oh, everybody has a choice. Masters and slaves. You have a choice. You have a choice to do this, to end it, and not participate.
Yeah, that's a great choice. I'd much rather be dead than be prosperous. And
Well, if everybody who was being oppressed just, started offing themselves, the oppressors would start running out of
Well, Jim Jones did
People-
that, so yeah, that happened already.
Sorry,
Alrighty.
Tom, that's too dumb for me to even respond to. I can't even reply to that.
Hey folks, you see, I'm like the king of all craziness here. They can't really topple me. See?
I think Todd is like, I mean,
not a good thing.
Todd has apparently snorted a lot of cocaine.
But he didn't share with me. He didn't share.
Never that. I don't need it. I'm made out of cocaine. It's the tiger blood.
He's just like Charles. He never shares.
All right, so basically, it's like getting back to Game of Thrones. It's like what's going on here at this point is that Dario and his men are off to take back what they already took and got taken back or whatever, and Ser Jorah is pretty much there, more or less to rule in her stead, to be her representative in Yunkai.
Right.
Not a bad gig.
Yeah, playing politics and playing war.
You get to come back, bang the queen, and then go and be a thing.
Right, he's good at killing people and good at having fucking women. So he's doing
He's
both
doing
trades
his
really
thing.
well. Yeah.
I'm just saying that
Winner,
so
chicken
far,
dinner.
with our current count, if Daenerys ends up taking the 7 kingdoms, that's like a total of 10. Yeah, she's already got the 3.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, it's
So
true.
hopefully she will. For this, at this point, she has exactly the 1.
Yeah,
So
she's there.
She may have conquered 3, but the ones that she left kind of became unconquered.
Right. So she's becoming a better conqueror than some of these people in the show. So yeah,
She's been kind of what?
she's a better conqueror
Oh.
than people on the show. She's
See,
succeeding.
she never played Risk before.
Wouldn't appear so.
Left all those ones unprotected.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Everyone came back. It's like now. Meanwhile, in the Vale, which is as we were discussing, is where Sansa is at this point. It's like well, first, God, where to start in this one? Robin's not Joffrey levels of cruel.
Right.
He's like a child that just doesn't know better.
He's
Joffrey was sadistic.
He's
Robin's
a spoiled
just a
child.
kid.
He's just a spoiled child who hasn't been hit.
Well, yes, he's been sucking on his mama's titty for the past 10 years. So,
Literally.
literally.
Right. To which the bone matter.
So yeah, he ends up, Sansa's over there making her little Winterfell, and trying to remember what it's been like, because of course she hasn't been to Winterfell in a while. I mean, how long a period of time has passed at this point? At least a year, right?
She left for King's Landing in season 1, and hasn't been a Winterfell since.
I realize that, but we don't know how much time has passed since season 1.
A long time.
Okay. So at least a year, possibly
in 7 years.
possibly a few years. But yeah, so she's trying to recreate it, and that's when Robin comes up, and like acts like a whiny little bitch.
Yeah. Which surprisingly didn't take all that much acting for Robin.
No.
Right. That was some sorry acting too. Like, wow, that was kind of piss poor.
What do you mean?
Well, I mean, I get he was like whining like a little bitch, but it was kind of like overshooting it a little bit. The actor. I had nothing against him. It's just like he was overshooting it a little bit, just a little bit.
Disagree.
Are we talking about the kids still?
Yeah, I am.
I don't want that kid. Freaking played a perfect little psychopath. What are you talking about?
I won't call him a
Yeah.
psychopath. He's just an antsy little bitch.
And
Yeah,
and that's
Whatever he did, he did it well.
when he mentioned that the two of them getting married, like she did not even blink. Like she had taken it as just something that's going to happen, and she doesn't have a choice in the matter.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
I think she's really given up on any sort of idea of independence ever again.
Right.
Basically.
Because she has bad luck no matter what. I'm like, oh, god damn it. More bad luck?
Seems like it's like hell. It's like even after fucking Littlefinger comes over and after talking to her for a bit, actually kisses her, she didn't really seem to move away from that for like a while. I mean,
Well,
she's
how
Yeah,
old
yeah.
is she anyway?
You know what?
How old is she in the book?
You know what? This Game of Thrones is
read it
just
sometimes.
the
Isaiah.
I don't want to read it. Yeah.
Then I guess you ain't gonna fucking know how she is in the book. Now shut up. What's up, Knuckles?
the show is just The Bachelorette for Sansa.
That is true.
Knuckles just accidentally admitted to watching The Bachelorette. So, you know.
Accidentally, he tells me about it all the time.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's right.
God.
It was not an accident.
That sounds
Yeah.
terrible.
Well, Howard Stern
toes.
is an advocate.
Yeah,
No,
you know,
but
it's
I've
like, how you
seen
gonna talk
I've seen
about
plenty of episodes of The Soup though, so I might as well have watched it.
Oh, okay.
it? Oh, good point.
That's fair. But yeah, and like he starts like kissing Sansa, which, by the way, I was just like, "Are you freaking kidding me? You've got to be, what, 3 times her age?"
Beyond.
Well, nothing turns a girl on more than saying, circumstances had been different. I could have been your father.
Exactly. And then he kisses her.
Creepy too. That was so fucking creepy. Dude, so creepy.
She was fucking hilarious.
Listen, you guys have never been part of royalty. You don't know what it's like.
Apparently not. No.
Apparently.
It's like they got some interesting ways of flirtation and foreplay and all that.
I was gonna say I've been to Burger King. I don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
Well, I've been to White Castle quite a few times, so.
Yeah, see.
There you go.
Don't say
Okay.
White Castle, please. I miss White Castle. They don't have them around here.
White Castle sucks.
Yes, but have you ever gone to Burger King with your mother?
Yes.
No.
Yes.
I think never mind. So, and then of course we have what's her face go all sorts of crazy nuts
Right.
Oh yeah,
on
yeah.
Sansa.
Lady Aaron saw that and she was not happy
Ew.
in the slightest.
Yeah.
Tried to throw her out the damn moon door.
Like, she's crazy! This bitch is crazy! Save me! Save me!
Yeah, and then it's like, and to end this episode, Peter comes and convinces her to let Sansa go, brings her up and tells her that he's like, no, he doesn't want Sansa. He's only loved exactly one woman, her sister.
Yeah.
And then she gets this is Spartan.
Yep, she
And
gets to
that's
fly.
it. Is while I was watching that, as I was watching that, I saw him like being like, I've only loved one woman ever, and I'm all like, holy shit, he's gonna tell her the truth, isn't he?
Yeah.
And then as he was starting the sentence, I'm all like, wait, where is she standing right now? like it just all came to me like half a second later, or half a second before, I knew exactly what's going to happen. But it was still, it was entertaining as all.
Also, I know how old she is now, and that was really creepy. Very, very creepy little finger. Ew. Ew.
You know, I knew.
Yes,
he
that
was
was
gonna
totally
do that,
related to what we were just talking about.
but related to it, I totally knew the moment he said my silly wife or whatever he said. I knew she was done.
Yeah.
Well, it's like we all know how far Littlefinger tends to plan things. It's like do you guys think this was just something he did just to do it, or was this all part of the plan from the jump off?
I think it was part of the plan from the jump off.
Maybe part of the plan, but he just want to get rid of her. If you just ask me, like, he wants to get rid of her.
I think that I don't know if it was all part of the plan, but she was definitely expendable. She wasn't needed
Yeah.
once.
She already served her use. So it's like, yeah, you already served my use. Bye-bye.
Well, that's just it. Is I think he got married to her specifically so he would be in charge of the area, and
Right.
yeah. So the second that was official, and the second they had copulated, he didn't have use for her anymore.
Is that true? Is that how it works? Because I was actually wondering that. Like, what happens now?
At this point, he would have legitimate claim to being Lord of the Vale.
Yeah.
All right.
As soon as you go to Pound Town, you're Lord.
And then he can easily take Sansa on as a bride. I'm going to write something down for wild speculations.
Okay, pencil, Todd.
Pencil dick? That's rude.
No, pencil, Todd.
Pencil Todd is reminding me of that 80s.
Oh yeah, take me
Not
on.
Cool World.
No, take me on.
On me.
Take on me.
This Todd seems to be insistent upon every single camera function that he has. Okay, stop singing. I don't want a copyright strike.
Hey, now I didn't sing, unlike Todd did. And what
Technically, none of y'all motherfuckers sing. Y'all sound like a fucking bunch of banshees and shit, caterwaul.
Hey, now that's the new singing. That's the new singing. That's the new singing.
That's the new singing. Oh yeah,
Yes,
you never know. You never know. You sound like a drowned cat. That's what you sound like.
That's the beauty of it. Drowning cats.
You know what I really liked watching? Game of Thrones.
Yeah, well, we should totally talk about
I
that.
can't wait for fucking wild speculations. I've got like 5 written down here.
Well, I think it's about time.
Yeah, actually, it's like, because we've gotten through all the actual content of the show that I thought was worthy to talk about. So let's go ahead and kick it into wild speculation.
I honestly don't have anything yet. But if Todd, Pencil Dick Todd, goes into some shit, maybe that'll spark some ideas.
Okay. Well, one, I just thought, excuse me, Sansa, the Littlefinger will convince Sansa to marry him by offering her Winterfell. The other one is not so much a speculation, but a hope. I hope that little boy flies. Another speculation is Prince Alban will die because so that the Mountain will survive to fight the Hound. And this is the big speculation. This one, I think, is very plausible. The Hound is actually, when he gets to the Eyrie or whatever, I know it contradicts my other speculation, but I'm just throwing randoms. When he gets to the Eyrie, he will rescue Sansa after finding out everything that's going on with her. And then now he'll have both of the Stark girls, and he will be protecting them.
Interesting.
My only wild speculation actually isn't all that wild, and that is that Arya and the Hound, or basically she's going to drop the Hound off of her list of people to kill, and they're going to work together for quite a long time, in a happy, like, mutually beneficial way.
Yeah, I hope so.
All right, so it's like right before we close out, it's like an additional wild speculation. It's like because right now it's like we have something very imminent. So this question goes to Isaiah, Matt, and Todd. Okay.
Uh-oh.
The Mountain versus Prince Oberyn. Who wins? Isaiah, go.
The Mountain.
Matt.
I'm gonna have to give it to the Prince Oberon or whatever his name is. He's known as the Viper.
Oberon. It's not that hard.
Oberon.
It's so hard.
I'm getting him mixed up with the Shakespeare guy. But in any case, I think that he's going to be quick on his feet, and he's going to be basically dancing around the mountain.
All right, so we got it tied right now. One for the mountain, one for the prince. Todd, what you got?
I've got no sort of tiebreaker whatsoever because I agree. I really want the prince.
No. This is about once. It's just gut instinct. You have to make a call.
Gut instinct. The prince is gonna die, and the prince is gonna die because that's this kind of show. He's not gonna get his vengeance, but his vengeance will be carried out through another way by the Hound eventually. I mean, indirectly, his vengeance will be carried out.
Better yet, the Mountain and Orbian might both die in combat.
Which means they might both kill each other?
Yeah.
So what happens in a no contest situation where there's no winner?
Simple. We just kill the bastard.
Mistrial?
Well, no, then maybe they can give a second fight, and that's when Jaime Lannister can step up.
Please. He flaked on him. Thanks for flaking on me.
Bro.
All right. Well, sadly, it's going to be a while before we find out how this plays out. It's like for us here at Geeks and Around, it's like, okay, just remember we said that. So we have because obviously Knuckles and I can't comment on this because we've read the books before. So we have 2 for the Mountain, 1 for the Prince, and you viewers out there are going to have to remember that for a couple of weeks because there will be no new Geeks and Around or Game of Thrones for that matter next week, taking Memorial Day weekend off. So we're going to go ahead and wrap this up. We will be back in 2 weeks to discuss episode 408. Be sure to go ahead and like us, subscribe.
HBO are a bunch of cowards because Mad Men airs next week even though it's Memorial Day weekend.
Okay.
God damn it, HBO. Stop doing that.
All right, so if you guys like what we do up here, it's like be sure to go ahead and like, comment, and subscribe so you never miss an episode. YouTube.com/geeksofaround. If you have anything for us, you can always email us, geeksofaround@gmail.com. We'd also highly encourage you to join in the Geeks of the Round community. You will find the link for that in the description for this video. My name is Deano Jackson. We will see you in a couple of weeks.